Step 2, engraving. Engraving is a cutting of a design into a hard surface. Engravers use sharp tools to carve the design into steel forms called dies. Each part of a design is carved on its own die. Some engravers specialize in portraits, others in lettering and script. Printing plates. In a process called styrography, the dies are put together to create one complete front or back of bill. This master die is used to make a large plate with many images of the bill. The large plate is itself used to make hundreds of other identical printing plates. In reverse, what makes engraving extra challenging is that the engraver must create the images in reverse for the images to print correctly. Think of the word ambulance as you would see it on the hood of a vehicle. It's printed in reverse so drivers in front of the ambulance can see it correctly in the rear view mirror of their car. Engravers create their designs in reverse so that they can look right when they're printed. Step 4, paper and ink. Printing your dollar bill requires paper and ink. Unlike ordinary paper, which is made from wood, the paper used in money is made from cotton and linen. That's what gives the money its unusual look and feel. Ink colors include green and black, as well as metallic and color-shifting inks. An image printed with color-shifting ink changes color as you look at it from different angles. Printing. Your dollar goes through 3 separate printing processes. First, the background color is printed onto the front and back of the blank paper. Then, portraits and other images are printed. Finally, after the bills are inspected and imperfect ones destroyed, a third printing adds serial numbers and seals. Step 6, packaging. At last, your crisp new dollar bill is packed with thousands of others into blocks called bricks. Then, off it goes to the Federal Reserve, where it's stored in vaults, sent to banks, and eventually finds its way to you. Making coins. Suppose you got a penny as change for a snack you bought. That penny in your hand would have been made in either Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, San Francisco, California, Denver, Colorado, West Point, New York, or Fort Knox, Kentucky. Those cities are where U.S. mints are located. All American coins are made or minted in one of those places. Your penny may once have been part of a broken, bent, melted, or worn out coin. These types of coins are identified as unfit coins. Banks and other financial institutions ship unfit coins to the Federal Reserve. There, the unfit coins are melted down and the metal is reused to make new coins. Here's how it happens. Step 1, blanking. The process of making coins starts with plain metal strips that are over 1/3 of a mile long and 13 inches wide. For pennies, the metal is made of copper-plated zinc, which is zinc with a thin coating of copper. For nickels, dimes, and quarters, the metal is a copper and nickel combination called copper-nickel. Round discs, called blanks, are punched out of the metal strips. Step 2, strengthen, wash, dry. The blanks are put into an oven called an annealing furnace. There, the faceless coins are heated and cooled slowly so that they become stronger and less brittle. The blanks are then cleaned and polished in a big barrel that rotates around and around. Finally, they're dried. Step 3, upsetting. In coin making, upsetting has nothing to do with being upset. It has to do with the rim along the edge of a coin. The blanks go through a machine called an upsetting mill. The mill is made up of grooves that spin and squeeze the edges of the blanks. As the edges are squeezed, a rim forms. A blank that has been through this process is called a planchet.